They will be skating from right to left in the first period. The Syracuse Crunch, representing the Columbus Blue Jackets, have their road blue uniforms on with red trim, white names, red numbers. They will be skating from left to right in front of the diminutive but always talented Carl Gehring. Referee Dean Morton has called the men to center. We are underway. Penguins come out with Toby Peterson, flanked by Alexander Daig and Matt Murley. Back on the blue line, it's Rob Scuderi and Ross Lupaschuk. Murley, good give pass to Toby Peterson. Penguins at the blue line. Long lead pass. Here come the Penguins busting through. Lupaschuk tried to sneak in as a fourth man joining the rush from his blue line. Nice poke check by Syracuse. The Crunch crash it in. Lupaschuk coming back to chase Darsh. Good hit off the boards. Excellent poke check by Toby. That knocks it down. Icing will be waved. The puck moving quickly on the fresh sheet of ice to start the game. Opening minute of play. Good hit. Excellent forecheck by Beach. Penguins tried to make a steal. Here's a turnover by Kraft. Tried to get a shot on goal. Excellent back check that time by Brad Moran, who made a good play on Kraft. Mickey Dupont around the dasher. Good give to Kostopoulos. Here's a breakback. It's Chris Beach. He gets the blue line. Beach weaves past one defender. Cuts to the backhand. Excellent move by Beach. He was taken down. No call. But Chris Beach showing some excellent stick handling skills deep in the Crunch zone. Syracuse has to wait before they can drive it in as the newest Crunch, Alexandre Tremblay, just signed out of the University of Trois-Rivières in Quebec, is making his second professional game tonight. Quick shot, Aubin, a routine glove save. He hangs on. Tim Jackman wrestling with Brooks Orpik will have a whistle and a face-off to the right of Aubin. No score, a minute and a half into the game. Syracuse with the first shot on goal. Good night for hockey. The spring is definitely here. The NCAA hockey and basketball tournaments in full swing. Boston College knocked off Ohio State 1-0 in the NCAA hockey. We'll have more scores for you around the college and the pro game. Good back check by Darcy Robinson. Syracuse won a faceoff. On the offensive forecheck, it's Jackman. Leaves it in the near side corner for Mike Pandolfo. He risks a shot. It goes wide. Koltsov got muscled off the puck. Aubin, a routine stick save, gives it to Robinson. Darcy zips one around the board. Civic's tried to dig it free. Civic knocks it ahead. Hussey has a 2-on-1 with Koltsov. Hussey bears in, goes wide. Backdoor pass rolled right through the crease. It was deflected and Gehring was out of position. That was almost a goal for the Penguins. Wilkes-Barre Scranton trying to come in deep. Excellent back check that time by Syracuse. The Crunch are really going to make this tough on the Penguins tonight. Civic spins a quick shot in. Gehring lopes it behind the net to Paul Traynor. Traynor up the near side boards to Ben Knopp. Knopp up from Dayton, turns it over. Murley, good stick steal. Peterson cuts to the net. Murley, a snapshot. Good save by Gehring. Matt Murley has really played well. He scored goals in 4 straight games. Scuderi, nice back check on Ben Knopp. Meanwhile, Scooter Smith, just signed from Colgate University, made his pro debut last night. He's out there playing his second game as well. Here's Murley looking around, takes it deep, pass to Peterson in front. Daig was also lurking in the neighborhood. Alexander Daig has it near side left wing. Behind the net to Murley. Murley looks for Lupaschuk. Here's a tap pass in front. Peterson couldn't catch up to it. Fine piece of defense by Syracuse, playing in front of the net as a team. Scuderi, a steal, tried to knock one forward. Peterson takes a cross check from Trent Cull. Here's a quick shot. Good pad save by Aubin. That was Syracuse's best chance of the night. Walzer has one, loses out. Peterson clears it. That icing is going to be waved off. Nice call by Mark Hamlet as Trent Cull, our former alternate captain here in Wilkes-Barre, wearing an A tonight for Syracuse. And now we've got a penalty. It looks like Colby Armstrong is going to go for a high stick. 16 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the first period. Minute and a half to go on Colby Armstrong's high stick. This is the first power play for either team tonight as the Crunch come on the attack. Don McLean, last year's American Hockey League leading scorer. Wheels a pass down low. It tries to come back to him. Civic steals. His clearing bid is blocked. Civic got away with a cross check, but here's a steal. Traynor a shot. Tip save. Aubin, another loose rebound. Aubin tries to knock it free. Syracuse gets a goal. O'Ban couldn't find it. Buckley and Scuderi fumbled with the rebound. Michael Civic has not been bearing down. That time he tried to reach for a rebound. Rather than take the body or freeze the puck, Syracuse gets a very weak short power play goal to short circuit the Penguins' charge. So Syracuse out to a 1-0 lead. It's a first period power play goal, and it comes at 4:22. And again, O'Ban made the save. What did I say was the key to the game? No rebounds in front. Syracuse gets a 3 crack at it rebound. Coming back the other way, Syracuse's Trent Cull. Good hit that time by Lupaschuk on Cull. We've played 7 minutes, 1-0. Syracuse ahead of the Penguins. Day, good slap pass to Murley. Murley has really been on his game lately. That time, Adam Borjenski backed up. Adam Borjenski from Poland. Peterson tries to lob one deep. Murley ahead for Alexander Daig. Hard shot, glove save, Gehring. That was a nice chance by the Penguins. Gehring, he's tough to beat. Now you may say, well, Tom, when you have a goaltender that small, what is the best way to score? Traditionally, with a shorter goaltender, you wouldn't think this. You want to try to put the puck between his legs. Usually the short guys can get down. Welcome back. Coming up on the halfway point of the first period, Syracuse with a 1-0 lead and a hard wrist shot. O'Ban, a good glove save. Buckley knocks a man out. Robinson pushes his man, Tim Jackman. Now Robinson would like to get involved with this. Here we go. We're going to have a fight. They've dropped the gloves and now they're going to get it. Why aren't the linesmen going to let these guys fight? Oh my goodness, fans, refs, you got people that paid sold-out ticket money. The boys drop their gloves. They want to get at each other. Why not let them have a bout? Jackman and Robinson both dropped the gloves. They both seem ready. Darcy Robinson not seeking out that newfound reputation as a tough guy, but he's not backing away from the rough stuff either. Very poor decision, in my opinion, for the ref. Come on, Michael. Welcome back. Colby Armstrong is going to draw a penalty. He was going hard to the net, and that's when Colby's at his best. Civic tried to lead a charge. Armstrong was taken down. This will be a 2-minute minor, probably for hooking, holding, or interference. And Adam Borjenski is going to get the call. You would swear his name is Borzecki, the way it's spelled, Borzecki. But he is Polish, and he pronounces it Borjenski. 12:26. It's interference on Borjenski. Penguins' first power play of the night. Pat Conrad of Harvey's Lake is our Damon's Lucky power play contestant. Penguins win the draw. Kraft back to DuPont. DuPont shot through a screen. Good save by Gehring. Again, he's got that razor-sharp catching glove. Makes another nice save. So we'll have a whistle. That's a good quality shot on goal. It only took 5 seconds. Penguins are trailing 1-0. 7.5 minutes to go in the opening frame. Kraft battles for a face-off against Walzer. Kostopoulos a steal behind the net. Pass in front. Kraft shoots and scores. That's the Milan Kraft we know and love. Tom Kostopoulos wins a battle for the puck. Lays a perfectly placed one-time pass in front. And Milan Kraft put a bazooka to the top of the net. Gehring, if he had a banjo, he couldn't hit that puck with it. A great shot by Kraft. A beautiful pass from Kostopoulos. It's a power play goal. And the Penguins have the arena rocking in a 1-1 tie. Pat Conrad of Harvey's Lake, you've just won lunch for two from Damon's. And you can thank Milan Kraft for it. So Kraft gets the big power play goal, and the Penguins are on the board. Holding and waiting after the faceoff. Orpik has it. Dumps a play ahead to Matt Hussey. Hussey guides one across. One-time shot. Good save on Koltsov by Carl Gehring. I'll recap the goal for you on the next whistle. Here comes Syracuse on the chase back. Darch and DuPont, couple of the bright young stars of this league. They battle for the puck in the Zamboni corner door. DuPont tried to nudge one ahead to Orpik. Brooks uses his good size. Looks like the Penguins want a whistle. Syracuse is trying to keep it moving. Hussey comes in to help out as well. Hussey knocks one ahead. Trent Cull's wrist shot through a screen. Bad rebound. Holding and waiting. Syracuse tried to go to the net. Excellent back check by Civic. And now Civic hit Darch in the face with a high stick. The referee didn't see it. That's a big break for the Penguins. Civic clearly got away with one there. Civic leads it for Koltsov. A drop pass. I don't know what Koltsov was trying to do there. There was nobody in the screen on that one, and he almost turned it over. In fact, he did. Buckley chasing. Here's a steal by Jadushitsky. He battles against Buckley on the near side board. Syracuse holding it. Jadushitsky trying to come back. Here's a shot. Oban sees it sail wide. Syracuse is getting the rebounds here. Trainer backdoor pass. Huge save by Oban. A cross-checking call coming up on Buckley. Let's take a break. 5:56 to go. It was Kraft from Kostopoulos and Peterson. Time of the goal was 12:38. It's a 1-1 tie. Syracuse going on the power play on Oldies 92 and 100. Five on three. Syracuse wins the draw. Peterson, Scuderi, and Mickey DuPont killing the penalty for the Penguins. Here's Walzer, winds up, fires, tip shot. Peterson was taken down, no call. Hard shot, McLean roofed it off the back glass, stays in play. 22 seconds to go on the two-man advantage. Syracuse across the way, great sliding save by Oban. Shot is controlled by the Crunch. Here's McLean holding and waiting. Scuderi tries to pressure. Walzer wanted to crank up a snapshot. Backdoor pass knocked away by Toby Peterson. That was huge. 4 minutes to go in the period. 1-1 tie, and Buckley's penalty is over. It's 5-on-4 hockey for the next 30 seconds. The Penguins hoping to get a gigantic penalty kill. Lupaschuk replaces Buckley out of the box. Syracuse comes on the attack. They shoot one deep. Lupaschuk gets a piece of it. Jeremy Reach keeps it onside. Paul Trainer shot through a screen. That hit the side of the net. Very close. Mickey DuPont tried to clear one out. Excellent keep in that time by Borjenski. Syracuse has it moving. 5 seconds to go. Lupaschuk battling hard against Jeremy Reach. Really throwing some hard stuff around. Penalty is over, but Syracuse still on the attack. Here's a hard shot. The rebound goes wide. Just kept onside. High roll. And now we've got a fight going. Lupaschuk and Reach. Reach is off to a really good start. Lupaschuk ties up the jersey, and Reach takes him down with a big left hand. That has the Syracuse bench celebrating. It looked like Ross had the stick caught between his legs, and he's fine, believe me. That doesn't hurt Ross Lupaschuk. I just wish the linesmen who were like refereeing a Girl Scout camp when they wanted to have the first fight between Robinson and Jackman get the sticks and gloves out of the way so the guys don't trip over them. Darshan Orpik went off for roughing, and now Lupaschuk is fighting with Jeremy Reach. And Jeremy Reach is a pretty tough guy. He may be about as good as Syracuse has. So that's going to be a 5-minute fight, Major, at 16:47. Lupaschuk will get the same. So Lupaschuk and Reach. This is a big victory for Syracuse because Lupaschuk is obviously a much more valuable player than Jeremy Reach, with the Penguins a little bit thin on defense. This will be an ice, but Gehring played it, and now we have a penalty, it looks like, on Syracuse behind the play. Not an ice. This is a penalty. So I think Barry Tenenbaum was a bit premature opening the door on the Penguin side. This penalty should be on Syracuse as the Crunch goaltender touched the puck, and that's what led to the whistle. So this is going to become a power play for the Penguins, and Adam Borjenski is getting the gate. This is a perfect chance for the Penguins to grab the lead. This will be a 2-minute minor at 16:56. The Penguins, by the way, 1 for 1 on the power play. They'd like to make it a perfect 2 for 2. Syracuse has outshot the Penguins 15-9, and they've outplayed them. Now it's the Penguins' turn to try to get the lead. Here is Toby Peterson down low. Kraft off to Peterson. And that time Peterson put much too much mustard on that pass. Murley couldn't hang on. It rolls out to center ice. Murley trying to go backwards. Penguins have 2:45 and counting in the first period. Syracuse with 15 shots on net, a hit goal post, and 2 off the side of the net. Syracuse has really played well. McDonnell came out high. Good keep in by DuPont. Back behind the net, though. Syracuse should get there first. Trainer up the boards. Good step up by Murley. Kostopoulos a steal. Gets it to DuPont. DuPont hard shot. Gehring a tip save. Oh, and that time Kostopoulos was pushed right in. I don't know who this penalty is going to be on. It looks like it should be on Paulie Levacari. He just threw Tom Kostopoulos into the net, and Levacari is going after the official. This penalty should be on Levacari, and now the Penguins are going to get a 5-on-3. So you got to give Dean Morton credit. He is calling it the way he sees it. Both teams are now going to enjoy an extensive 5-on-3 in the opening 20 minutes of play. 2:21 to go. Penalty comes at 17:39. Levacari for a cross-check. Penguins have a 5-on-3 for the next minute and 17. 2:21 to go in the period. It's a 1-1 tie. Now is the time for the Penguins to capitalize. Let's see what they can do. Kraft is on the face-off. It's on the high, far dot over on the right wing corner. Kostopoulos is on the left wing. Peterson on the right. DuPont and Murley. Carl Gehring crouches in for the crunch. Good face-off win by Kraft. DuPont near side, left point. To the middle point, it's Murley. Fakes the shot, gives it to Toby. Toby back to Murley. Fakes it, DuPont. Shot on the go, tip save. Kraft takes the rebound behind the net. Plays it off the back dasher. Kraft fights off a hook. Good give to DuPont on the near side left. Murley back to DuPont. They share it slowly. Who wants to get the shot? It's Peterson back to Murley. Fakes the shot. Backdoor. Kraft scores! Milan Kraft just swept it home. Gets his second goal of the game. It's a power play, and during the 5-on-3, it was during the first penalty. So Wilkes-Barre Scranton still on the power play, and Milan Kraft gets his lucky 13th goal of the season, second of the game, and the Penguins have a 2-1 lead. Excellent puck movement by the Penguins, no panic. And at 18:08, Milan Kraft gives the Penguins their first lead of the weekend, 2-1 over the Crunch. Now there's a discussion back over by the scorer's table. I have no idea what that problem could be. That goal was clean. It is Kraft from Murley and Toby Peterson. Toby Peterson, meanwhile, is now tied for the team lead in scoring with Tom Kostopoulos, as TK has 1 point for 58. Toby has a pair of assists today to give him 58 as well. Murley now has 54, so the big guns are getting it done for the Penguins. That was a gorgeous finish by Milan Kraft. And Wilkes-Barre Scranton has a 2-1 lead. And it looks like there's going to be a penalty on Syracuse. Or are they going to call them with a timeout? So Murley gets an assist. Peterson and Kraft gets the goal. Penguins are on the power play, 5-on-4. Toby finishing up strong. Minute and 45 seconds to go in this first period. Penguins with a 2-1 lead. Kraft gets it behind the net on the backhand. Goes over to the far corner. Toby Peterson waiting. Kostopoulos tries to set up shop in front. Kraft is looking for a teammate. Peterson, Kostopoulos fanned on the shot. That's too bad. Normally Tom gets that right on the money. By the way, Mickey DuPont was wide open behind the play for a nice backdoor chance. A second penalty has been added to Syracuse. So the Penguins are on the power play for the next minute and 12 seconds of this period, and then it will carry over. Here's Kostopoulos. Kraft in for the hat trick. Rebound. The Penguins poke at it. Murley just missed. Milan Kraft was right there for the hat trick and couldn't get it. That would have been a natural hat trick for the Penguins. More time left. 55 seconds to go. Kostopoulos takes a drop pass from Kraft. Kostopoulos coming along. Syracuse took an unsportsmanlike penalty after the Penguins' goal. Murley has it, looking around. Good give to Civic. Breaks with Dig. Penguins have a 4-on-3. Cutting to the net. Back door. It is settled down by Alexander Dig. Dig leaves it in the corner for Beach. Beach behind the net, looking for Civic. 30 seconds to go in the period. Dig holds, waits. Back to Scuderi. Across to Mickey DuPont. Scuderi, center point. Gives it to Dig, near side left wing. Here's a one-time give and go. Scuderi, score! Rob Scuderi rips a wrist shot, and the Penguins get a power play goal. 3-1 Penguins, and the power play is on fire as Scuderi just bullets a shot to the back of the net. 19 seconds to go in the first period scoreboard. The Penguins have a 3-0 lead. That will do it on the power plays. Matthew Darsh clicked on the power play for Syracuse. The Crunch outshot the Penguins 15-14, but John Sebastian Aubin was terrific in that first period as we get ready for the period number 2. Paulie Levacarry picked up a 10-minute misconduct with 19 seconds to go in the period. It does not affect the manpower strength, but the Crunch will be without one of their top 4 defensemen for the first 10 minutes of this middle period. Aubin is in the net to my left for the Penguins. Wilkes-Barre Scranton wearing their home whites. There's a long shot and a good kick save by Aubin. Syracuse scrambles for a rebound. A hard shot blocked by Daig. He smacks one up the boards and out of the zone. Trent Cull kind of pinballed the rebound back to his own blue line. Here comes Syracuse. Don McLean, you always have to watch that guy, but Syracuse just drifted offside. We'll have a whistle and face-off. 37 seconds into the middle period. Penguins with a solid 3-1 lead. They went 3 for 4 on the power play. That kind of production really makes a difference. You go over the Dodge keys to the game. I'm no genius, but I said you have to score an early goal. The Penguins got one with 8 minutes to go. I said you need a power play goal. The Penguins got 3. And the one thing the Penguins did wrong is they didn't really cover the rebounds in front of Aubin. That was one of the keys, and that's how Syracuse got their only goal. Kraft with 2 goals is on hat trick watch. He would like to join Sarovi and Tom Kostopoulos as the only Penguins to have hat tricks at home games. We'll see. Beach with some good stick handling tries to drive toward the net. Excellent back checking by Matt. This is how you say his name, Jadushitsky. I'm not kidding. Quick shot just trickled off the side of the net. That's the 3rd time Syracuse has put a shot on the outside of the cotton. We'll have a whistle and a face-off as Syracuse drove the net extra hard and actually knocked it off the pegs to the left of John Sebastian Aubin. 18:51 to go. Period 2. Penguins in an almost must-win situation have built a nice 3-1 lead. Now they have to keep working. Syracuse has nothing to lose. Their playoffs are gone and forgotten. They're just playing out the string. They have 5 more games to go, including tomorrow's game at Syracuse against your Penguins. Beach tries to drive a play down. Good work by Beach. Puck comes around the dasher to Mickey DuPont. DuPont doesn't try the shot. Instead, he throws it deep to the Zamboni corner. Kraft a forecheck, tried to one-hand it, but Brad Moran up the boards out of the zone or picked it. A nice job to slow that down. Tom Kostopoulos playing with an assist tonight. He and Toby Peterson tied for the team scoring lead for the entire season with 58 points. Syracuse trying to fight for some loose pucks. There's no quitting in this Syracuse team. I have a lot of respect for these guys. Gary Agnew, one of the best young coaches in this league, no question. He has had a patchwork bubblegum lineup, and he's made the most of it, including a win over Hamilton last night. This will be an icing call against Syracuse. We'll have a face-off back in the Crunch zone. Carl Gehring, he is the goaltender, second-year pro out of North Dakota. He is not likely to be pulled because Pascal Leclerc, the number 1 draft choice of the Columbus Blue Jackets, has a slight knee injury. They have signed Mike Walsh, a rookie out of Clarkson. He is the fellow with the gold and green pads for the old Golden Knights at Clarkson. He's not likely to play today unless it's an emergency. Defensive face-off to the left of Carl Gehring. It's Hussey, Koltsov, Lupaschuk, and Civic working against Scuderi and Lupaschuk on the defense. Syracuse tries to come wide. Good stand-up that time by Civic, but Syracuse darn near had a steal in front. Lupaschuk has Kent McDonnell on his tail. Ross, good reverse pivot to Koltsov. Koltsov slides one up and out. That's going to be an icing call. Koltsov has had a bit of a problem trying to find his way in this weekend series. Last night, the Penguins lost to Binghamton 3-2 in regulation. They fell behind 1-0, tied it up 1-1 on a Matt Murley goal. Then they fell behind 2-1, then 3-1 before the Penguins got a late tally to make it 3-2 on a fine goal by Matt Hussey. But that's as close as the Penguins would come as they lost to Binghamton 3-2. Tonight they have that important lead over Syracuse 3-1. Hopefully going to build on it. Murley was being tussled with. The puck rolls in on Gehring. He has to tie it up. Daig and Tyler Sloan kind of give each other the business. But there'll be a whistle and a face-off. Hey, fans, log on to thecaldercup.com for the latest playoff news, stories, and stats. Remember, you can purchase playoff ticket packages by calling our team office at 208-PENS. Calder Cup 2003. The cup is ready. Are you? I sure hope so. The Penguins are playing like they're ready today. They are in a huge situation. They have 6 games left, probably need to win 4 or 5 of them to get the home ice. The coveted spot is that 8th position in the standings. That way, I mean, the first priority is to make the playoffs. The Penguins probably need to win 3 of 6 to do that. But then you want to have the home ice. You don't want to be the 9th or the 10th seed. That is almost a death march to the second round because you do not get a home game in the mini round of 2 out of 3. All the games are at the better seeded team's rink. There's another icing call against Syracuse. They seem to be losing interest fast in today's proceedings as they're behind 3-1 with 16:48 to go. The ideal scenario tonight for the Penguins is for them to win. That would put them in a tie with Philadelphia. The Penguins would win the tiebreaker because the Penguins would have one more win than Philadelphia. That's the first criteria. Then we would hope that Utah loses, and then the Penguins would be just 1 point behind Utah for that home ice. Here's a backhand shot and a score. Konstantin Koltsov. The Penguins get a great bounce off the boards. Koltsov wraps a backhander, and all of a sudden the Penguins are on a tally and romp. This may be an unassisted goal, but who cares? Koltsov will get his 8th goal of the season. And right now, Carl Gehring is going to get the hook. So right when I was saying Mike Walsh probably wouldn't play, they got to get Walsh ready. So it looks like Syracuse wants to make the change. And Gary Agnew signed this guy as an emergency backup. It looks like he's going to get his chance. It is Koltsov from Brendan Buckley. So that's great news for the Penguins, but Syracuse comes right back. Jadushitsky drops a pass. Knops. Chance is blocked by Darcy Robinson. Colby Armstrong pulls it out. Jeremy Reach keeps it alive behind the net. Endicott getting into it pretty good with Jadushitsky. Syracuse tip shot through a screen. Oh, they tried to run Aubin. There's a loose puck. Aubin, it's a shot and a goal. It would have probably been a penalty shot anyway. They knocked Aubin. That should have been goaltender interference. Aubin is furious. I am outraged. Syracuse just railroaded John Sebastian Aubin out of his own crease. I'd love to look at him on the ice. He got taken out by the Syracuse defender. Now Aubin threw a stick. That should have been a penalty shot. But Syracuse gets a goal. Second period even strength. And that comes at 3:50. Just 31 seconds after the Penguins opened up a 4-1 lead. Now it's 4-2. Aubin is furious. That should have been a goaltender interference penalty as Jeremy Reach gets the goal. 4-2. Penguins want to settle it down. We don't need a track meet. We don't need anything goofy here. Beach tries to throw one in front. Kostopoulos couldn't catch up in time. Dupont and Orpik settle it out at center ice. Orpik on the far side, left wing, coming along. Kostopoulos, good job to stay onside. Kostopoulos is playing phenomenal hockey. Steal by Kraft, down low, backdoor. Beach couldn't bang it home. That was close. Beach is really putting out an effort tonight. Beach with a man draped all over him, guides a one-handed pass to Dupont. Mickey Dupont takes it deep. Kostopoulos takes a hit. Kraft with 2 goals already on hat-trick watch. He and Adam Borjenski battling along the boards. Penguins on the forecheck in the near side right wing corner. Kostopoulos getting wrapped again. We've played almost 5 minutes into the second period. 4-2 Penguins. Here's Beach holding and working against Tyler Sloan. Dupont flips one back. Good recovery by Tyler Sloan up and out of the zone. Pandolfo tries to leave one for Moran. Bouncing puck, Aubin gets the save. Good kick rebound. And now we have a penalty. The Penguins getting a little bit lazy behind the play. And it looks like a slashing call. Is this on Chris Beach? So Syracuse is now starting to do the things they like to do. Frustrate the opponent, bog things down. Beach should not be taking a slashing call in a situation like that, but he did. And now Syracuse, who were basically looking dead and buried at 4-1, are now in a 4-2 game with a power play. Syracuse is 1 for 3 on the man advantage tonight. Penguins, for what it's worth, are 3 for 4. Syracuse down by 2, working on a power play. Here's a chance for Syracuse. Good poke check, that time by Michael Civic. He was interfered with. Dean Morton's going to let that slide. That may have been a dive on Civic if he was going to call the other penalty as well. Dean Morton is calling a different game tonight. Here's a hard shot off the stanchion. Scuderi tried to tip it ahead. Civic couldn't find the handle. I'd like to see Civic get his nose a little bit dirtier than that. Hard shot. O'Ban with a stick rebound. It's controlled by Derek Walser. Koltzoff couldn't find it. That time McDonnell tipped a wrist shot. It just rolled wide. Heavy hit in front. Good job by Buckley. And now Koltzoff breaks shorthanded 1-on-2. Koltzoff comes along deep. Flips a soft backhander. There's the first save of Mike Walsh's pro career. For those of you fans in the building with your headphones, he was just signed out of Clarkson this week. Clarkson has green and gold colors. That's why his equipment and helmet look like that. They are the Clarkson Golden Knights out of the ECAC. Murley was looking at town. Murley fought last night against Joe Murphy, so maybe he wants to throw his hat in the ring again. I just assume see Murley on the ice. Syracuse trying to break. This could be a breakaway chance. Shorthanded. 2-on-0. It's Peterson with Murley. Murley shot. What a save. It's a goal. It bounces off the back of the net, and Matt Murley scores a shorthanded goal. And the Penguins busted open 5-2. Mike Walsh overwhelmed by that shot. He's never seen a Toby Peterson come flying at him. And Matt Murley, a former college rival out of RPI, gives the Penguins a 5-2 lead on a shorthanded goal. I did not see it hit the back of the net, but the fans exploded. It's a shorthanded tally for Murley. Toby Peterson is certain to get the assist, and Matt Murley gets his 20th goal. And Toby Peterson is now the leading scorer for the Penguins team with his 59th point and his third assist tonight. Penguins, meanwhile, 3 power play goals. They're 3 for 4, and they have a shorthanded goal and 1 even strength. Here's a shot through a screen. O'Ban, a good pad save, hangs on. And now Robinson getting into it. This is some spillover from before. There's some wrestling. I think Robinson would like to get the gloves off as he just manhandles his guy. That is Mike Pandolfo. Robinson is like, look, I don't mean to be bigger and stronger than you, I just am. Pandolfo getting tossed around like a rag doll. This could lead to penalties. Well, I have a chance, fans. Be sure to stop by your local Dunkin' Donuts after the game and try one of their delicious warm drinks, such as the Dunkachino, a vanilla chai, or a hot chocolate. When you need a comforting break, Dunkin' Donuts has just the thing. This is Tom Grace saying a happy Saturday night from Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. We have Big Bill back in the studio at the Shamrock Communications Center in Scranton, and we're going to have some penalties. Mike Pandolfo going off for Syracuse. Darcy Robbersteel plays it up and out of the zone. That icing, that should be waved off. It's not going to make the goal line. 1:15 to go. Buckley has a nice assist today. Good drill pass to Kraft. Kraft across the way to Koltzoff, onside. One-time shot, Kostopoulos, a kick save by Walsh. I'll tell you, this Walsh is playing terrific for the Crunch. Nice poke check steal. Kostopoulos coming along. Here's a crackback by the Qs. Good kick save by O'Ban. Bouncing, dangerous rebound. Kraft, who has been everywhere, plays it up and out of the zone, and now we've got a fight going on. Robinson getting into it. Is that reach? I can't see his jersey from here. Oh, and Robinson coming back with some man-sized punches. This is Jackman. They wanted to fight earlier. Robinson switches hands, and he comes over the top. Big uppercut. Jackman's just trying to run. Oh, and Jackman kicked Robinson's skate out from underneath. I think Darcy Robinson wins that one. Let's take a break. We'll calm it down. Darcy Robinson with a great job on Tim Jackman. Robinson threw a King Kong right, and it clicked Jackman right in the nose. 5-2 Penguins, less than a minute to go in the period. Wilkes-Barre Scranton on the power play for the next 1 minute and 11 seconds, and the penalty time clock is not moving. They're going to have to reset that. The penalty clock is not moving on Syracuse's shorthanded situation. Penguins on the attack. Here's Lupaschuk. Center point, slap shot, tipped through a screen. It hit Kostopoulos in the foot. Walsh ties it up, keeps it moving forward. DuPont with a fine keep-in. Penguins on the power play, holding and working it back. It's DuPont. Center point, slap shot. Walsh's shoulder save. Loose rebound. The Penguins went for a poke check goal and couldn't get it. Mike Pandolfo skates it out of harm's way at center ice. Here's a soft clear in. 41 seconds to go on the Penguin power play. They got a little bit of bonus time, about 15 seconds. And here comes the Scuderi lead 3-on-2 to Hussey. Down the near side, left wing. Hussey takes it behind the net. Good flick pass to Beach. Scuderi was open. Good recovery by Syracuse. They read it. Matthew Darch knocked it out to Kent McDonnell. Opening minute of the third period has come and gone. The Penguins continuing to lead 5-2. Mike Walsh, by the way, his pro debut out of Clarkson. 7 shots, 6 saves. Good job indeed. 18:38 to go, and now we've got a problem. It looks as though the penalty should have expired. The penalty time clock did not start running properly. That's okay. There'll be greater tragedies than that. The Syracuse penalty should be over, that's for sure. 18:37 to go. Third period. Shots on goal dead even at 25 apiece. A good high slap shot that time. Now, Mike Walsh out of Clarkson. Just signed with Syracuse this week, fresh out of college. This was necessitated because Pascal Leclerc, the highly prized #1 draft choice, hurt his knee. He's the Columbus Blue Jackets goaltender of the future. He has a slight knee tweak, so what they have done is brought in some insurance. Carl Gehring will play the majority of the way. Syracuse is not going to make the playoffs, so we will have to see what unfolds later on. But right now, Mike Walsh getting a good opportunity to get his feet wet, and he's played very well. He now has 8 saves on 9 shots. That's pretty good work for a young guy getting thrown into the fire in a losing game against a team that has a sold-out crowd and a very important playoff priority unfolding as we speak. Buckley and Orpik share the puck back at their own blue line. Brooks Orpik's played real solid tonight. The whole Penguins team has been great tonight. Kraft especially has stood out. So has Murley and Peterson. Civic steps around a hit. Good lead forecheck. Here's a steal behind the net. It's Civic getting control. Beach a spin move. Beach trying to fight to the front. Plays it off the side of the net. Almost caught up to it. Syracuse doing whatever they can to get it out of the zone. 2 minutes gone. Third period. Penguins continue to lead 5-2. That time Civic tried to get it deep. He actually shot it at Chris Beach by mistake. Bounced off Beach's leg. Chris comes out of his own zone, fights off a hook. Syracuse a long slap shot. Easy save for Oban. Drops it down for Ross Lupaschuk. 17:32 to go. Third period. Clock running. Penguins with a nice 5-2 lead. Just trying to play smart, basic hockey. Colby Armstrong tried to do a give and go to Koltsoff. They didn't stick together. Syracuse breaks it up and steals it back. Matt Jadushitsky forechecks fast and hard on Scuderi. Good give by Scuderi ahead to Koltsoff. Here's some speed. Koltsoff at center ice. Lost the puck. The water on the ice sometimes in the third period here, it just doesn't freeze quickly, and it has a very suction-y effect on the puck, and it can often slow it down. This is something we see throughout the league, in case you're wondering. Orpik showing great patience, gives it to Mickey DuPont. DuPont up the board, took a hit, but got rid of it. 12:45 to go. The Penguins doing an excellent job keeping this game and the clock moving. There's a high lob by Orpik. That would have been a hand pass, but Endicott stole it. Here's a give dig with Murley. Going across the way, Mickey DuPont shot. Big save, Walsh. He checked between the legs. Oh, another great save by Mike Walsh. He's not doing it with style points, but certainly effective. 12:29 to go. We'll break. 5-2 Penguins on Oldies 92 and 100.
Booster Club table near section 101. Your support of this raffle allows the Booster Club to bring less fortunate children to Penguins games.
Heads up pass to Don McLean. McLean's been real quiet today. He hit the post in the first period and really hasn't been heard from since. Just not his kind of game. Here's Kraft with 2 goals. Excellent stick handle. Now it's a step up. McDonnell going wide. Hard shot. Here's a rebound block save by Oban. Ties it up. And now it's time to get guys out. Reach comes up swinging. So Reach may be trying to send a message for tomorrow. The Penguins really, the only tough guy they have on the ice is Orpik. Oh no, Tom Kostopoulos is down there too. Reach is a tough guy. He's trying to stir things up. Syracuse has some pride, and they play the Penguins tomorrow. Let's take a break. 3:34 to go. 5-2 Penguins on Oldies 92 and 100. Syracuse trying to sneak a couple more in before the horn sounds. DuPont coming back. Heavy hit by Brad Moran. The crunch forecheck. Zamboni corner door deep in Penguins territory. DuPont tried to play one up the dasher. Syracuse stays onside. Backhand chance good. Knock away by Murley. That will roll all the way down to Mike Walsh at the other end. 2.5 minutes to play. The crunch on the power play. Penguins in the driver's seat with very good tank of gas here, up 5-2. Good shift out by Kostopoulos. How well has Tom Kostopoulos played tonight? My goodness. As always, bringing his best. Penguins have had a big, big night tonight. 2:08 to play, third period. Here's a slap shot going wide. Strange bounce. O'Ban reacted nicely. Don McLean digs it off the boards. Back to Walzer. Walzer being pestered by Civic, and a good steal out. Rob Scuderi has played a sensational game tonight. Scuderi has been on it from the get-go. Here comes the Syracuse crunch. They lose out. And the Penguins on the attack. Minute and a half to go. Kraft has 33 seconds on his penalty. The Penguins are going to win this one. There's a minute and a half to go. Up by 3 goals. Let's hope they can turn the double trick on Syracuse, as we'll be up in the Q's tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. Pre-game show will be at 4:39. Here comes Adam Borjenski. Orpik seals it off. Borjenski wanted nothing to do with what Orpik was dealing there. Strange bounce, knocked away. Koltsov was tripped from behind. Referee did not see it. 5 seconds to go. On the penalty to Kraft, 1 minute to go in regulation. The Penguins up 5-2. Here's Mike Pandolfo at the center ice red line. Throws it in. O'Ban out to get it. Around the dasher, hard shot blocked. DuPont recovers. Holding and waiting. Here comes Mickey DuPont. Fights off a stick. Good forecheck by Jadushitsky. Syracuse a steal. Big save by O'Ban. So DuPont getting a little bit too cute maybe in that situation. Felt he was hooked. The referee wasn't going to call it. And O'Ban has the stat saving. Holding and waiting. Brad Moran, a long shot. O'Ban a glove save. There's another stat patter right there for the Seabass. He's got 35 shots. Buckley's just going to stay behind the net. Scooter Smith comes out. Buckley steps around Smith, leads the charge with 8 seconds to go. Buckley slides it up, and they call an offside. Come on, Mark Hamlet, let the clock run down. Nothing good is going to come from these 3 seconds, and the game would have ended if he just let it slide. But easy to say up here. Penguins are going to win it, folks, 5-2. This was as big gets on a March 29th regular season game. Now tomorrow, the stakes are gigantic. There's a clean drop, long shot, high and wide. There's your horn. The Penguins win it 5-2, and the entire team comes out to salute the winning goaltender, John Sebastian O'Ban. The